Welcome to the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Final score Manchester City 2 Liverpool 1. Check out the Liverpool's post-match interview. Arne Slot said, "A lot has happened, which is normal in this fixture. For us, we are disappointed to come away without a result. In the first half, Manchester City were the better team without creating many big chances, but they had the ball more in our half. The second half, we were on top and had good moments. We went 1-0 up and hardly gave anything away. Just before the end, one deflected cross falls good for them and it's timed. It's 1-1. We tried to prevent and they won the first header. Good anticipation from Bernardo and good finish. We are getting almost used to conceding a goal in extra time. It happened again today. On Szoboszlai's red card, that is not the incident we should talk about. Maybe he should have left it for a goal as it is, but if that is the rule, that is what we have to accept. If there is any incident we should talk about, it's when Mo Salah is one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Anyone who has been to this stadium in the last 7 or 8 years, that is a goal for Salah. Once again, the referee decides not in our favor. They have to do their job. Can I look at this game positively? Of course. Second half we pressed really high and played good football. You cannot compare this game with 3 or 4 months ago. We have improved so much, but we need to improve the results. So many times this year we haven't got what I think we deserve, and this is another time.
How do you reflect on that? I mean, when Dominic scores, it obviously looks so good, and then you end up not only losing the game, but losing him for a match as well. So what are you feeling after that?
Yeah, a feeling of anger, a feeling of disappointment. Of course, because first half, City were the better team on the pitch, without creating that many big chances, except for the one from Haaland in the first minute. But they played easier with the ball, but the improvement we've made since 3 or 4 months ago was, I think, visible for everyone. So the second half, our standards went up, and standards in terms of intensity. We were pressing them all over the place, and that is the biggest improvement we've made in the last 3 or 4 months. That players, the whole team is now able, at the highest level against a team that's probably one of the best teams, maybe their best team, or one of the best teams in England, in ball possession. To do so well off the ball is a big improvement, and fantastic second half. Was expecting more than being 1-0 up, but we weren't, and then 2 goals conceded.
Sean? What did you make of the decision? Because, I mean, everyone sort of kind of thought, well, just let the goal, it's obvious, let the goal stand and then basically don't give him that. But what's your take?
Yeah, when you ask me what do you think about the decision, I thought, what do you mean? Do you mean the disallowed goal at City? The header from us? Do you mean the penalty they got in the away game against us? Do you mean the clear red card on Mo Salah in the second half? Do you mean the penalty they got in the second half? Do you mean this decision? Only over 2 games, and the ones that follow Liverpool know how many decisions of this I can come up with in all the other games as well. Only in these 2 games, all the big decisions that could have gone in some situation to a 50-50, or yeah, some people say left, some people say right. I can live with the fact, although I don't like it, that the referee follows the rule book, and Dominic makes a foul on Haaland in that last situation, which is a clear shirt pull, and he was through to goal, so he would have scored. So that's a red card. And I think the Sunderland manager is really happy that he gives the red card. So that's the rule book, and you follow the rule book. And if you follow the rule book, and you have a clear shirt pull from Gueye and Mo Salah, who's for 8 years scoring that ball every single time, 100 out of 100 times he scores that goal, a bit exaggerated, and that is not a red card, then there is more of my frustration. But I can live with the red card from one. If you like football, you say, leave it as it is, it's a goal, it's good for them, it's good for everyone. But if you're the Sunderland manager, you prefer to see a red card. And that's the rule, and follow the rules is all we ask. On the one in Manchester, or this one?
No, here.
Oh, okay. If it would have happened on the other side, I would have asked for a penalty. If I would have got it, I'm not sure. So this is there is contact. We cannot debate that. The ball is out of play. We cannot debate that after when he makes the foul. He cannot never get the ball anymore. But for me, this is a clear decision. But no, I would prefer to talk about the holding of Mo, because that is so obvious that all the attention should go to that. But this is one where I think, but I'm not sure, if the referee doesn't give a penalty, and he was waiting and listening to his linesman, at least that's what I thought, and then he gave it, then the VAR will never interfere again. But what if he wouldn't have given it? Would then the VAR have interfered? That's what we will never know. But I think my main frustration is in the shirt pull of Mo Salah at 0-0, clear and open, 1v1 to the goalkeeper.
That's the fourth time this season that you conceded after the 90th minute, and conceded a winner after the 90th minute, which is the joint most in the Premier League. What do you put that down to? Is it just bad luck, or is there something more than why you conceded so many late goals?
That's every time a different goal, of course. Just before that moment when they scored the 2-1, we went with Curtis in a very promising situation. Mo went deep. Curtis is such a special and good player on the ball, so there was a fair chance that he would have maybe 8 out of 10 times. With Gueye, he had a great interception, great signing of them. Had a great interception in that moment. And that is how the margins between these teams are and were today. But I've said many times, the next step for us is not to rely or depend on that pass or another decision. And we are getting there. If you compare this to 3 or 4 months ago, you see so much improvement. But the issue is that you don't see this improvement in the league table. And that is always the most important reflection of where you are.
Yes.
You expecting Joe or Jeremy back for Sunderland with Dom, another right back now out?
Yeah, no, the Jeremy for sure not. We knew this when he got injured, that was a few weeks. To be honest, I don't expect Joe to be back as well Wednesday. But yeah, you never know. But then he's back after being out for 3 weeks. Would you play him then? You say no, but you don't have to make the decision. I have to make the decision. So yeah, let's see what decision we make. We have probably other players that can play that position as well. And Dom again played a very good game in that position, but unfortunately he's unavailable for Wednesday.
Michael?
On you said in the second half, press in particular, what do you put that down to, and did you change anything at half time?
No, we did not change that much in ball possession, in our off the ball work. But I think in the first half you could see moments where we were really close of winning the ball back in a high press, which didn't happen yet. But you also know if you can keep bringing that same energy, one of the team or both teams maybe get a little bit tired. And off the ball is not nice to be a bit tired, but on the ball as well, you can start making passes that are not as clear and good as they were in the first half with City. And then momentum is coming, fans are behind the team, you get a lot of energy, and I think that's what we saw in the second half. Very good physical, mental performance from my players.
Well done. Thank you.